size can determine the impact of the piece. This crocodile, originally, it was envisaged quite small. And I said, no, that's not the idea. The idea is to have something that, when you see that, you go, wow, this is actually a crocodile. Well, I was born in Chile, very close to the Andes. I studied fine arts, teaching in the first 6 years. And then I went to specialize in painting and sculpture. I did a round trip all the Northern Territory. I create opportunities for me that I will have interactions to go and learn about the indigenous people. Learn from them about skills, about the knowledge of the land and all that comes with it. And then we start working in collaboration. I will pass my skills, it will be in a different way. And I practiced that very much for many, many years here in Darwin, working with the different ethnic communities. The Friends of the Gardens, they had this idea that to do a series of sculptures around the garden. Now there is many shapes of dragons, so we need to get all the elements that are Chinese dragons, they must be there. So the horns, the teeth, the eyebrows. The movement and on the dragon, it was very, very important because his body is very long. His body is like the snake body. It's come like a sort of a spiral, and then raise the head, and then come down again with his tongue and holding the pearl, a Chinese symbol of prosperity. The title of this piece is The Grand Escape, and it's all about this little fish, and he's hunting the $1 million barramundi. I cut and bent around 1.5 tons of steel. When I'm building that, also I climb and take measurements and then go down, cut and weld. I think it's very, very important that there's no fencing, there's no nothing that stops them to go and interact with the piece of work. This is an amazing tree, which is the survived Cyclone Tracy.
Oh, this tree here.
Yes.
It gets transformed, and then you've got a beautiful place to hang all your wonderful lanterns.
Yes.
Which is very Techy.
Yeah. We got the fish and the balls, you know, where they're especially made to have the beautiful transparency and glow.
It's taken me 17 years working together to pluck the courage to say, Techy, I would like you to create something for my business, and it fits into something of my concept. And you know what that is? The wow factor.
Through your taste of your food, through the visual, through the lights. This red, it will glow as a very intense red when it will be hung in there.
I can't wait to be all completed and hung up there.
Yeah.
Wow, it's going to be a very, very proud moment.
You know, through the years that I've been working here in Darwin, and there is amazing people out there. From the suppliers to the people who actually just want to help. You know, genuinely generous to see something and then be part of that. When I grew up in Santiago, for example, you constantly have the experience that you are, as you walk in your city, that you confront yourself with aesthetically pleasing sculpture. I think Darwin has got an amazing opportunity in being a new city to create something quite unique, something that can be quite amazing and will interact with our lives. been inspired more in the nature, in the countryside, in the people who do live here for thousands of years.